Hey, everybody, welcome to episode 6 of the Questions Only podcast. I'm your host, Mason Beals.
And I'm your host, Sam Beals.
Welcome, everyone.
Hey, we got a new couch.
We got a couch.
Yeah.
For those audio listeners,
it,
we've got a couch. Yeah, Sam, how was your week?
It was great. I got a job.
You got a job? Where did you get a job?
This place, little place called Joe's Crab Shack.
Joe's? Isn't that the just most... listeners, isn't that the best name for a first job ever?
Yeah.
Do we want to move on to the first question?
Yes,
Let's pull it up. What is the worst gift you have received?
And if you know my family, then you know which grandparent I'm talking about. The worst gift that I've ever gotten is probably dinar.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. That's so incredibly specific. Maybe flip side of that, one of the best gifts you've ever received.
My katana.
Right. I mean, I could say that one of the best gifts I got was a car. You know, I didn't get
life. No, that's the worst gift I got.
Yeah, I mean, well, that doesn't count. Like, parents can't hold that over you. All right, I think we answered that question to the best of our abilities. Sam, are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I would say no, I'm an extrovert, but I just don't really have a chance to be an extrovert recently.
Yeah, because the whole idea, I
sense.
think, the definition that I've heard is whether or not people fuel you or people take away your energy. Like, do you come away from a situation and feel pretty jazzed? And then there's also, there's introverted extroverts, there's extroverted introverts. Mm-hmm. I would say that I'm an extroverted introvert. Mm-hmm. So when I'm around people, I'm usually pretty fun and bubbly. Like, I won't shy away into my corner.
Yeah.
Like, I'm with people. When I'm with people, I'm with people. You know what I mean? But I will constantly cancel on plans just because I'm like, I don't want to do that. I just want to have alone time, me time. I'm looking forward to just having my own place and living on my own instead of with roommates.
Yeah.
All right, let's enter into
the Philosophy Zone.
We still have to come up with a better name. Are you going to say your thing?
Philosophy.
The question of the week is, why do we dream?
Well...
What do tigers dream of when they sleep? Now, I know this sounds almost more like a scientific question.
Yeah.
Which it is. It's more of like a theory, but it's on the philosophy website that we're going off of, so.
Okay. I think that it's just our mind, it can't really fully shut off or else we'll just die. So it's just kind of this thing that is happening to where when... we don't know what else to do when we're, just kind of in sleep mode.
Yeah.
Sleep.
No.
To where there will just be, a continuous, like what if this happened?
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Running through scenarios.
Yeah, just running through scenarios and just stuff like that.
You've now listed a couple of different theories as to why we sleep or why we dream. God damn it. Why can't I get this right? So you think that sort of... it's a way of our brains to just keep going when it's low input.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, I did do some research this week.
Almost like how when you when you just let your computer screen go to black, like it's just your screensaver.
Wow. It's almost like you watched the video that I watched.
I didn't.
Wow.
But yeah,
no, I know.
It's almost
That's what I'm saying. You're using almost exact wording. Here, let me read off. That one is called the... Let me see.
But yeah, it's just like the screensaver is what I'm saying.
With the continual activation theory, suggests that our brains learn to sort of package thoughts and feelings while we sleep with long-term memory during times of low external input. In other words, dreams may be a random screensaver your brain generates so that your brain doesn't shut down. What we remember in our dreams is a symbolic representation of our unconscious way of resolving our issues.
Okay, what about...
So that type of idea of interpreting dreams, like, oh, what does this mean? Do you think that our dreams, they could say something about us? Like, if we could play them back, like a therapist would be able to point certain things out and be like, this is this is that? Or do you think a lot of it is gibberish?
I think there is a good amount. I don't think every single one means something.
Okay.
I do think that some can spawn from like anxiety and stuff like that,
Yeah.
You're worried about a certain thing happening, so your mind is just like, that's all it can think about. Like the other night before my first shift, I was worried that I was like super late for work. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I've never worked. Like, this is a new thing that has
Right.
happened. So it's like, that's why I think some of them just spawn from different feelings that we have when we're awake, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so that actually suggests another sort of a theory.
Man, I'm just genius.
The theory, the primitive instinct rehearsal theory. We dream to rehearse playing through possible scenarios. Like our brain will then take any sort of, fear, anxiety, and kind of throw those into different scenarios and see how our brains can sort of learn to cope and react.
And that's why I think we have deja vu, you know?
Okay.
Is because our mind is playing so many different scenarios that eventually one is similar enough to our, daily life to where we're like, oh, this happened before, but really it was just a dream.
Yeah. And so I like the idea of the primitive instinct rehearsal theory that your brain is like, trying to train you, even though a lot of those scenarios are just absolutely ridiculous. You're like, I'm never going to be in a room with Glenn Beck and Abraham Lincoln over a chess game and having to resolve their issues. Like, that's just not
You wait till Tuesday.
Yeah. What do you have planned? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so I think I like that theory. It makes me think of The Matrix. One of the weirdest dreams you've ever had? I told you to think about one.
Yeah, but really quick.
Okay.
Why do you think we have those dreams of falling?
I was just thinking that.
We've never experienced that before.
I mean, you could throw it into the primitive instinct, whatever. I forgot it. Primitive instinct rehearsal theory. Into like your brain sort of training you for that sensation. But I weirdly really like those dreams because they're so jarring and they're so surprising.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. I like that. I don't know why I like that feeling because it's so trippy. Because I'm like, my brain was just telling me I was falling, but I've been laying here, for like 5 hours.
Yeah, I know. I've only gotten them in car trips.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that is really weird.
I've never gotten them anywhere else besides in class.
Oh yeah,
I've gotten them in class. It's the funniest thing because
You've fallen asleep in class?
Lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I just think I've only seen that happen in a couple of scenarios of people falling asleep in class. Like I don't know. It feels more rare.
It's never for that long, but yeah.
That makes sense. I could never fall asleep in class.
I've done it a lot. And yeah, there have been a few times when I'll just, be laying down and then I'll just like... There's only been a few...
cocaine?
Yeah. But there's only been a few times that someone by me has just saw me flinch. They're like, you good?
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the falling dream is always so weird, and it's always a split thing too. Yeah. You're never like... Mine's actually like falling crazy and then hit the ground. Like that's not. They do that in movies, but it's never that. It's usually like why. You step off a curb and you just like and you like wake up.
Okay, why? Like, what does yours look like when you're falling?
It's like that. It's usually just like a step off a curb. It's usually just like a.
Mine's so weird. It's just this hole, right? And I like step off, and then it's this like. It's just a bunch of fridge doors. It's so weird.
Every time?
They're not necessarily fridge doors, but yeah, it's just this circle of just doors around me, and I'm falling, and then I wake up. It's so weird.
You're not bullshitting.
I'm not bullshitting. Every single time, it's like people have described it to where they're like falling out of a plane or something like that.
Yeah,
Mine, every single time.
Oh, mine's so mundane. I just step off a curb.
Mine, every single time, I'm just like... surrounded by doors and I'm just falling. It's batshit crazy.
That is crazy.
It's weird.
What is going on with your brain?
I don't know.
If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
So, here's the thing. If it affected my health, or if it didn't affect my health, pizza.
Okay.
Because first of all, if it's just the thing, then pizza's so versatile, You can have it cold. You can have it warm.
Pizza's not nearly as versatile as what I'm thinking of.
Okay. But then if it does affect my, nutrients and stuff like that, just some type of bar that can just fill me up, that just...
That sounds like hell. If I just said sandwich...
See, that's what I was gonna say with pizza. It's
Yeah.
like,
Sandwich. I'm just gonna say sandwich because like you can have so many different types of sandwiches.
Yeah.
Of some sort. Because I just think that there's.
I think it's
I like
more saying
burgers.
like one thing. You know,
Okay,
it's
fine.
like
I would
a
say.
specific sandwich.
Or what about like a specific type of sandwich with like a little bit of variation to it?
Sure. Like,
Because I would say like, what about a burger? You know,
Yeah.
first off, is a burger a sandwich, or is it its own thing? What
it's
is
a
this?
sandwich.
It's a sandwich, right?
I think sandwich has to have rules. Other things, sports, nope.
Art, nope.
Sandwich, yes.
Has to have rules.
I'm
It's
just gonna
anything
say bun.
in between. Anything in between bread, it can be a sandwich.
Yeah.
Like you could put literally put two pieces
Anything
of bread
edible.
over my
Nope.
hand, and my hand is edible. If you wanted to, you could eat this sucker.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's a sandwich.
Okay.
So anything in between two slices of bread is a sandwich.
Yes.
Okay. What about a
And
bread bowl?
Nobody.
Just kidding. That's soup.
Yeah.
Or
Nobody
salad.
can argue with us. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's nothing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sam Stamp.
Sam Stamp. You're just going to want to throw that in there, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody, thanks so much for listening. If you want to send in any questions, any cool creative questions that maybe you think we'd have a fun time answering or you want us to answer, you can send us an email at
questionsonlyinbox@gmail.com.
Send
And
us-
you can do that if you're not in a dream. Yeah, it's all right.
It's good enough segue.
Okay.
So send us a question there. You can send a question or an answer for the question of the week that Sam's gonna have to come up with here really soon. I'm glad I'm not him. So go ahead and shoot up that email. Just let us know what you want us to talk about or whatever. Any questions that you may have or any answers for any of the questions that you have. Go ahead and go for it. If you want to follow us on Twitter, I'm at Beals Mason. I don't know why you'd want to follow us on Twitter. If you want to follow the Twitter for this, it's at only _ podcast. If you want to follow okay, my God, I hate.
I
doing
have the
all that.
question, by the way.
Oh, you got the question. Thank God. I need a break.
it's just a simple one. So you want to count me down?
Yes.
You always count me down.
3, 2, 1, go.
Do you think oatmeal raisin cookies are underrated?
I like that. I like that.
It's
Or let's rephrase it. How do you, not to step on your grounds,
okay.
how do you feel about oatmeal raisin cookies?
Sure. Do you think they're underrated?
Well, aren't you just a little shit?
Yep, I am.
So go ahead and send us the answer to the email for that question. Or if you're watching the YouTube version or the Facebook version, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. But if you want to ask us questions, you're going to have to shoot us an email. That's where we will look for that.
Yep.
So yeah, as well, if you're listening to the full length version, we also do like a shorter version if you want to just digest that. If you're just like, I cannot believe I listened to all of this.
I'm gonna plug my stuff real quick.
Give me a second. I'm almost done. But we do put it up on YouTube and Facebook. Just look up Questions Only Podcast on both Facebook and YouTube, and you can go and hit us up there.
Okay.
Sam, now.
My Instagram is Sam the Beals Man. My what is it? Oh, I have office meme page on Instagram. It's called Blind Guy McSqueezy.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have anything else?
No.
I mean,
well, for me, if you want to follow me if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that's at Pineapple Flavor Productions. I talk about movies and TVs, and I also make some short films. So if you want to check that out, that would always be appreciated. Was there anything else, Sam, that we need to talk about, plug, or anything?
no.
All right. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Mason Beals.
I'm Sam Beals.
Stay questionable, everybody.